opening possession. Ian Hardy will inbound it from the far sideline. Hardy throws it into the backcourt. Gets that basketball over left side wing with Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy up top, and Martin Vogt steps in front of a pass and intercepts it and takes it in for an easy layup. And a bad start for the Mavericks offensively with a turnover. And the sophomore from St. George, Kansas gets his first bucket of the night. 2-0, Barton leads. And quick hands there on the part of Diavante Caldwell. Tips it out of the hands of C.J. Rosser. And right now the Mavericks looking a little bit slow out of the gates just in the first 30 seconds as Barton is fired up after winning earlier this year against the Mavericks 97-74. And that sounds like a big loss because it was, but at the same time, the Mavericks played one of their better games in a losing effort at Barton. Reese Warren has it left side wing. Up top to Keyshawn Kennedy, the freshman from the Bronx, New York. Tries, drives, goes up, puts it up over the defense, didn't get it, and the rebound pulled in from Gilliard for Barton. So 2-0, here comes the Cougars over on the far left side wing. They bounce it into the post. Skips it across here. 3-ball on the way for Diavante Caldwell, and it's good. It's his 20th made 3 of the season. And now we got a foul after the shot called against Diavante Caldwell, his first and Barton's first. And it's a technical called on Diavante Caldwell on top of that. So a little bit of trash talking there from Caldwell. And he'll be quickly taken out as Keandre Bowles, the freshman from Pittsburgh, who's been white hot here as of late, will come in for him. C.J. Rosser will go to the line for the technical fouls. First one here for Rosser is up, and it is good. Craig Fletchall, head coach for Barton, wanting an explanation on why the technical was called. He's not extremely frustrated about it as Rosser, that one a little bit more adventurous, but gets both free throws to go through. So C.J. Rosser gets the Mavs on the board with 2 technical fouls, and the Mavs in white will get the basketball back here, trailing by 3 a minute in. Kennedy throws the ball in here near side to Ian Hardy. Hardy with the basketball, brings it here near sideline, works it behind the back. Up top, Kennedy, back left side, wing to Hardy, crosses over, and they're going to call a foul inside, as it looked like as if Laronte Mormont might have been using his hands to hook around a defender there. And so Laronte Mormont picking up his first personal foul, first Maverick foul. Hustling it in the front court here is Jaheim Holden. And now up top to Gilliard. Here's Bowles pulling up mid-range 2. Swishes that one in. Does Keandre Bowles, his first 2. Like we said, he's white hot, averaging 19 points per game. He's had 3. He scored 20 or more points in 3 straight games just a little bit ago. Seward, Hutch, and Garden. The pressure from Votes getting in the Mavericks' grill. Almost turned it over. Here's Rosser. He's on the attack. He lost the basketball, and it goes out of bounds back to Barton. And so Northwest Tech visit with Nate Padilla about this today, talking about no Brian Phillips. Now, you don't have a point guard who can handle the pressure and do that stuff, and you're kind of plugging and playing with C.J. Rosser, who's more of a 2, and it's just been hard for them to find the right guys to bring the ball to the floor against a team that pressures, and right now Barton doing that. Driving in, Justin Harmon, a skip pass across, deflected off the backhand of a Maverick and out of bounds. They'll reset over on the far side, almost in the corner, far sideline corner with. And throwing that one into the backcourt is Keandre Bowles will grab it. He'll bring it back over into the front court left to right. Up top with Maverick Gilliard. Gilliard back left to Bowles. Bowles back to Gilliard at the top. Dribbles in, pulls up a long 2 is good for Maverick Gilliard. His first 2. 9 to our score. 17:50 left to go in the first. Over here left side with Reese Warren. Warren on the left, crosses over, puts him up top. Driving to the right, up top now to Ian Hardy. Reese Warren left open for a 3. Reese a little bit off right, no good, and a one-handed rebound inside for Justin Harmon. So Mavericks off to a slow start offensively. Keandre Bowles up top. Votes now left side wing. Jaheim Holden now to Votes at the top. Dribbles in, stops. Good defense there by Reese Warren, the man-to-man. Votes shovels it off here. 3 on the shot clock, trying to create some space. Good defense as Keyshawn Kennedy gets a takeaway, and the Mavericks do a great job there, if not that, forcing at least a shot clock violation, but it'll be a turnover against Barton. And then a foul called in retreat against Jaheim Holden, his first. Second team foul called against Barton. Jaheim Holden will take a seat on the bench as Devontae Caldwell returns. 9-2, a 7-point advantage here for Northwest Tech as Rosser brings the basketball left side wing. Leaves it up top to Lorante Mormon. A handoff to Rosser going right. Now here's Hardy trying to get in and get to the bucket. The leaner, no good. Got his own board and put it back in. First 2 of the night for the Mavericks, leading scorer at 14.2 points per game now. At the very top, left side wing with Votes. Votes looking for a pass, jump pass it here near side, almost travel with it. Driving in, the teardrop shot off the backboard. Too strong there for Justin Harmon. The rebound for Mormont. And here comes Tech, trailing by 5. Hardy driving all the way in the lane, throws it in the corner. Open 3 for Reese Warren, who cashes in. Beautiful look there from Ian Hardy. And as Nate Padilla said, we want Ian to become kind of that big, tall point guard, but he's got to learn to pass the ball a little bit more, sharing the basketball. And there's going to be an illegal screen called against Devontae Caldwell, and that's his second personal foul already, and the third Barton foul. And that will bring Jaheim Holden back in for Caldwell, and also subbing in is the 6-foot freshman from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Deshaun Munson, the team's leading rebounder at 6 per contest. Mavericks, after getting down 9-2, have got on a nice little 5-0 run here to get it back to a 2-point contest. 15:56 left to go in the first. Kennedy over right side. Rosser, he'll hoist a triple. It's long, no good. Reese Warren almost grabbed that rebound, tipping it to himself. Instead, the rebound tipped there to Jaheim Holden. In the corner with the basketball. Harmon brings it to the top. Mavericks playing man-to-man defense. The high post with Munson. Driving into the paint on the attack. Holden throws it back in the corner to Harmon for a triple. Airballed it long, no good, and the rebound grabbed there by Ian Hardy, who just let that one almost bounce out of bounds, but decided against it and grabbed it. Keyshawn Kennedy going to set up the offense from the left side wing. Gives it to Reese Warren. He'll bring it to the top, and now Ian Hardy. Right side wing with Kennedy, who tries to drive in and might have put his shoulder down, dipped, and a foul called. And Nate Padilla says, yep, that's the right call. Charge called against Keyshawn Kennedy, his first personal, second Maverick foul. Jaheim Holden out above the court between the rings. Right side now into the post. Backing down, turning around a little bit of a jumper. It's no good there inside. The tip try no good as well for Keandre Bowles. Didn't get that one to go. And the rebound for Hardy. Hardy over on the right wing, working between the legs back and forth. Drives, puts it up, and lost it on his way up. Looking for a foul, didn't get the call. Rebound for Munson. Here's Barton the other way, and they're going to call a block against C.J. Rosser, and Nate Padilla with both hands on his head, rubbing it across his face. Can't believe the call. That's going to go against the sophomore transfer from Lynchburg, Virginia. His first personal, third Northwest Tech foul. So going to the line after drawing that block is Keandre Bowles. Bowles, 72% this year. We mentioned him, 3 games of 20 or more points. They were all in a row, and he has really played well since that Northwest Tech game, where he is now averaging 19 points per game during this stretch. He had 16 and 4 versus Northwest Tech, and that kind of sparked it as he gets the first foul shot to go, does Keandre Bowles. Second one is up and good as well for Bowles, as he's got 4 points. Northwest Tech will bring in freshman Garrett Richardson, the Sacramento, California native. Will come in rocking some green shoes tonight, is Garrett. 11-7 is our score. 5 minutes gone by. Inside to Garrett Richardson, almost lost it. Got it back out to Kennedy. Keyshawn driving, jumping, hanging, and a foul as that one didn't want to go down. Almost did for Kennedy. Foul to be called against Deshaun Munson, his first personal foul. Fourth Barton foul. And here is Keyshawn Kennedy going to the line. Keyshawn coming off a career-high tying 5 points to go along with 5 rebounds down at Garden City on Monday. You look at Keyshawn over the past couple of weeks, he's had 15 points in a pair of games, Garden City and Dodge City, as that one is good for Keyshawn. Keyshawn has kind of come from being a guy who was used sparingly in the first half of the season to now being a starter. He's really worked his way into the lineup. I think Coach B would still love to see more defense out of the freshman from Middletown High School. Second one here for Keyshawn. That one is good. So Keyshawn Kennedy with a pair of made free throws. CJ Rosser will take a seat on the bench, and we'll see Peerless Brown come in for the first time tonight. Peerless has worked his way up to now number 3 in the Jayhawk in three-point shooting, and we'll see if his hot hand is here tonight. Driving in the lane, Bulls couldn't get it to go. The rebound tipped and put back up by Gilliard. Didn't get it, got it back again. Still loose. Garrett Richardson and Reese Warren diving on the floor, and I think we got a tie-up. The possession arrow keeps it with Barton. So inbounding the ball now will be Barton from the baseline near side. Navy or royal blues with black shoulders and black letters. Barton across the chest, throw it in left-handed, one-handed pass to Gilliard. Now along the baseline underneath Holden, nice job. Uses the reversal layup, letting the block fly by there of Garrett Richardson. And sorry, it's Justin Harmon who gets the 2 points there, excuse me. Kennedy across the timeline, keeping his dribble alive, works around a trap. Now needs some help. An underhand shovel pass to Ian Hardy. Hardy drives in, jumps through. Lay-in is good with the finger roll from the right side. Hardy with 4 points now. Mavericks still within 2 here, 13-11 with 13:36 left to play. Looking for Gilliard diving to the bucket. The pass too hot from Jaheim Holden, and a turnover there for Barton, just their second so far. Martin Votes back into the game here. Votes recently committed to Pittsburgh State a week or so ago, so he'll be playing at Division II Pitt State next year. Going to be a Gorilla. Keyshawn Kennedy brings it down the near sideline into the front court at a walking pace. Now Reese Warren comes to him. Up top with Ian Hardy. They start their motion offense. Now driving right side. Kennedy gets all the way to the bucket. Puts it high off the glass and good for Keyshawn Kennedy. Tying the game up at 13. Our first tie since the game started. Driving in. Left-handed layup. Could not answer there. Could Jaheim Holden, and the basketball out of bounds off of Barton. Back to Tech. So now the Mavs with their first opportunity to take a lead against the Barton team that is receiving votes in the NJCAA Division I National Poll. Colby and Cali are the only 2 teams, I think Allen County too, getting votes, or I should say are in the top 25. But driving in, Reese Warren, ball poked out from behind by Jaheim Holden, but it will go out of bounds. Crossing over the baseline. So Tech will now inbound it from the baseline, far side. Lobbed in up top. Driving in, Ian Hardy collects himself, puts it up off the window. No good, missed a couple of layups. He struggled with that at Garden. Now the rebound out here to Holden. Holden pushing the other way. Jumps, traveled on the jump stop. Third Barton turnover as Holden just a little bit out of control and might have had some condensation on the floor, who knows, but could not quite keep his footing there in his blue Adidas shoes. Barton is an Adidas-sponsored school. In the corner, 3-ball Reese Warren looking for a second. Didn't get it to go. Rebound out to Peerless Brown, backside. He'll try a 3. That one is too short. And Jaheim Holden gets the rebound, but now we got to stop a foul called on Reese Warren. And he's complaining to the official about that call. His first personal foul, 4th Maverick foul. Still tied at 13, 12:20 left to go in our first quarter. Martin Votes at the point guard spot now for Barton. Kicks a pass over here right side to Bulls. Bulls driving in, leaves it back up top to Gilliard. Gilliard's going to drive, jump, pang, throws it off the backboard. No good. The rebound grabbed in there by Reese Warren, tipping it to himself. Warren hustling the other way. Stops when he gets to the block, peels it back out. Over here to Kennedy. Kennedy crosses over in front, and they're going to call a travel against Keyshawn Kennedy. Fourth Barton turnover. And many people are saying, why is that a travel? Driving in, little floater in the lane, up, no good for Bulls. The tip try is good, though, flying in, making it is Maverick Gilliard. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Gilliard as Barton regains the lead by 2, 15-13, 11:40 left to go here in the first. Driving in, the Euro step, and the floater is good for Ian Hardy. Got to his left hand and got to finish, did Hardy that time. Maverick Gilliard at the top. Now to Votes, right side wing. Votes. Reversal around the left side. Back up top now with Gilliard. Couple dribbles to the left. Jaheim Holden hesitating, driving, puts it up. Didn't get it to stick, and Garrett Richardson hauls in the rebound with 2 hands. Here's Ian Hardy with the basketball. 15 all our score. Basketball thrown left side. Up top now back to Kennedy near the jump circle. Reversal right to Hardy, trying to get to that left hand. Drives, and they will call a foul on the drive, I believe against Maverick Gilliard. Be Barton's 5th team foul. And Gilliard with his first personal. Justin Harmon returns to the lineup for Craig Fletchall and the Cougars, giving Gilliard a breather. Mavericks will lob the ball in up top. Richardson off the tip pass from Hardy. Now right side wing with Warren. Down there to Reese, or to Peerless Brown, and then gives it back to Ian Hardy. He's going to try his luck from 3. It's too long, and the rebound for Justin Harmon in the right spot. His second board. Hardy not a great three-point shooter, only 19% this year, but he seems to find a way to hit at least maybe one every other game. That one wasn't going in. Here's Munson at the top. Now Bulls driving in, kicking out in the corner. Baseline dribble drive, leave off there for Munson. A beautiful assist from Justin Harmon into the hands there of Deshaun Munson, who gets his first basket. Back up by 2. Here is Barton, 17-15. Left side wing with Reese Warren. Reversal around the perimeter to Kennedy right side. Kennedy fires a pass up top to Peerless Brown. Brown jumps, spins, puts up a shot, lost it on the way up, and the rebound for Munson. Munson in a 3-on-2, and good hands by Kennedy, strips it away, up ahead to Brown, and Peerless with a one-handed lay-in. Big defensive job there by Keyshawn Kennedy. Get back and to use his quickness to poke the ball out of the hands in a 3-on-2, and then get an easy layup for Tech on the other end. Tied at 17, 9:36 left to play in the first. Driving in, Harmon, kick back out to Votes for a triple. Votes short, no good. Rebound for Peerless Brown. Slowing things down once again are the Mavericks. Holding up his left-handed fist is Keyshawn Kennedy, who hands it off now right side. Driving in, this is Hardy, the little floater in the lane. Too strong, rebound for Munson. Here's Jaheim Holden. Kick back in the corner, 3-ball for Harmon. Harmon left it short, no good. Offensive rebound for Munson. Munson, the putback is good. 4 points and 4 rebounds for Deshaun Munson, and a timeout taken Right now, the Mavericks just hanging around in this one. A low-scoring game, which is kind of interesting considering Barton, one of the higher-scoring teams in the country. Driving in, Keyshawn Kennedy, and Kennedy fouled on a layup attempt. I think they're going to get Deshaun Munson on this one. It's the 6th team foul against Barton regardless, and it will be the 2nd against Munson, and that will be a media timeout. 19-17, 8:45 left to go on the first. Back another 60-second break. You're listening to Northwest Tech basketball. Top. Yana brings the ball back left side wing with Peerless Brown. They skip it back to Yana right side wing. Yana bounces in the post with Garrett Richardson. Richardson back out there to Yana. Yana trying to drive up top to Rosser. Left side to Peerless Brown. They closed out on him quickly. Now over here right, driving in. Rosser gets the ball poked away and stripped by Votes. Votes up ahead, and the reversal left-handed layup from the right side is good for Jaheim Holden. His first two, the freshman from Evanston, Illinois. Right in the yard of Northwestern. 21-19 at the high post. Kick back over here left side. Open three for Peerless Brown. Off the iron, no good. Rebound for Garrett Richardson offensively. And then a jump ball called. The possession arrow keeps it with the Mavericks. Inbounding it from the baseline far side is Fred Yana with his white headband. Throws that one up top. And now here's Peerless Brown spinning at the top of the key and gets the ball poked away by Diavante Caldwell. Peerless gets it back in the backcourt. Hustles in the front court. High post. Back out to Peerless. Open look for three. Didn't get it to go. And then a push off for Martin Votes underneath trying to get that defensive rebound. Votes with his first personal foul. And that is going to be the 7th Barton foul with 7:24 left to play in the first. So the Mavericks need to convert at the foul line. This has not been their forte this year, just 62% as a team. Ian Hardy, 64%, is at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Free throw up for the lefty out of Discovery High School in Georgia. Puts that one in. Hardy was really good from the foul line, as the Mavericks were as a team in their last game versus Garden City. Only missed 2. They were 22 of 24. Best in the season. He makes both of them there. Does Ian Hardy. 7 points for Hardy. We're tied at 21 again. 7:19 left to play in the first half. Here on the right side wing with Justin Harmon. Now driving Caldwell, trying to create some space. Reversal, open 3 for Votes from the top. It's no good. Offensive foul, almost a dunk on the part of Justin Harmon, but he was fouled as he went up there to get that offensive board. The foul called against Hardy, his first personal, just the 5th tech foul of the game. And so Justin Harmon now to the line. 78% free throw shooter, is the best on the team this year. Had a real quiet performance at Garden City when Tech went there, just 2 points and 2 rebounds. But a guy who's averaging 12.2 points per game, which is 3rd best on the squad, misses that one off the front iron short. Justin Berry coming into the game here for the first time tonight, the sophomore from Broomfield High School in Colorado. Second one coming here for Harmon. One dribble on its way, and it's no good for the Chicago native. Rebound for Fred Yana. Yana has the basketball, left side wing. Mavericks looking to take their first lead with a made basket. Here's Hardy, jumps, kicks it out. Open look for Rosser for the 3, no good. And the rebound there for Keandre Bowles. Plenty of open looks from deep, but the Mavericks not cashing in here so far. I think they only have one make, and it was Reese Warren early in the game. Driving in, Holden jumps, collects himself, puts it up off the window. A lot of contact, no foul, benefits the Mavericks. Rebound for Hardy. And Fletchell not happy about it. Driving in, into the corner, open 3 for Peerless Brown. That one is long, no good. The rebound tipped out. Bowles tries to save it and cannot do so. And the basketball will go back to Northwest Tech. And before we have any other action, Nate Padilla is going to use another one of his timeouts. In the first quarter, Mavericks at the top of the key between the rings with Peerless Brown. Screen from Justin Berry. Brown trying to get the corner, can't get to it. Still throws up a shot and gets it to go off the window. 4 points for Peerless Brown here in this one as we get inside of 6 minutes. Devontae Caldwell drives in the lane, stops, puts up the left-handed floater, and it'll stick. 5 points for Caldwell, the sophomore from Milwaukee. 23 all. We're tied again, as the Mavericks had their first lead for just a brief moment there. Here's Peerless Brown driving in, trying to get the lead back. Got that one knocked out of his hands, and now Yana is going to pick up a foul, trying to steal it away from the man who got the rebound, and Jaheim Holden. And now Fletchall's getting in the face of the officials, and so he's not very happy about that. So he's not been very content about some of the stuff, and now another bench warning going against Fletchall. So Craig Fletchall not after a couple of unfortunate calls. Driving in the lane, Caldwell gets an easy look at a layup after all that, and he now has 7. Back with the lead is Barton, 25-23, 5:20 left to go in the first, and they will call a foul on the far side against Jaheim Holden. That is his first personal foul, and the 8th Barton foul. And so free throws coming for C.J. Rosser, who made 2 technical free throws earlier, right after an open three-pointer from Deavante Caldwell. Now Craig Fletchall going after the 3rd official of the night, talking to him about what he's done wrong. Free throw on the way. That one is good for C.J. Rosser. Rosser, a career-high tying 18 points, 4 rebounds versus Garden. One of his better performances, obviously. His best this year had to be 18 points, 10 rebounds in his first game as a Maverick at Cloud to start the new year, as he makes both of those there. And he's certainly kind of coming into his own here down the stretch, which is good. Rosser's going to get a breather. Keyshawn Kennedy back in the game to play alongside Fred Yana, Ian Hardy, Peerless Brown, and Laronte Mormont back out there since starting the game tonight, making just his 7th start of the season. Tonight did Laronte. Once again, tied at 25. Driving in, laying it up off the glass, blocked by Ian Hardy. A great block there on Justin Harmon. Coming back the other way is Fred Yana. He throws it over their right side to Peerless Brown, and a foul called, I believe, against Northwest Tech. It's going to turn it over. Foul called against Yana. Nope, that's actually against Laronte Mormont, I beg your pardon. His 2nd personal foul. And the 6th Maverick foul of the night. Coming off the bench for the first time tonight in a kind of a surprise is Anthony Enneking, the 6'5" sophomore from Clay Center, Kansas. If that name sounds familiar to Goodland fans, they played Clay Center a couple times in the football season. He was a wide receiver for them, but he is a phenomenal rebounder and a pretty good post player for being undersized. He gets the post up inside and puts it in right on cue. Anthony Enneking with his first bucket on a simple post up. And he can really jump. He is a great rebounder, kind of a garbage man. Plays down below the bucket, undersized, but does a great job of rebounding and getting putbacks and easy looks. So Barton up top now, 27-25, 4:32 left to go. Kenny trying to drive in the lane, get a lot of contact. No fouls called, and the turnover into the hands here of Jaheim Holden. Holden hesitates, now leaves it back here for Gilliard. Gilliard, ball knocked out of his hands. Here comes the Mavericks the other way. Peerless Brown all the way to the cup. The finger roll short off the front rim, no good. And the rebound there for Maverick Gilliard. This was a problem for Northwest Tech at Garden. Did not make their layups and struggling here tonight a little bit. In the corner with Holden. Holden, a screen. Gets an open look for 2. Left it short. The rebound tracked in there by Enneking. Back out here to reset the offense. Barton driving in, going up for a dunk. Caldwell stuffed by Garrett Richardson. Baseball pass up ahead to Brown. A 3 in the corner for Peerless. No good. And the rebound for Keandre Bowles. Here's Barton. Floater up and good for for Justin Harmon, with his first 2 there. With another 2, 25-29, Mavericks trailing by 4. It's been mostly a 2-point game most of the night. But 29-25, 3:18 left to play in the first. After a little bit of a mad scramble there for the last 60 minutes to 90 seconds. 3-ball Fred Yana on the way. Too long, no good. Caldwell grabs the rebound. Mavericks are ice cold from deep tonight. Only 1 made 3 so far. And getting a layup there on the other end is Maverick Gilliard. 6 points for Gilliard. 31-25 under 3 to play. Peerless Brown running the point this time. Bounces it to Ian Hardy. Over their left side wing. Kennedy posting up low with Hardy. Hardy trying to drive baseline, and they're going to call a foul against Deavante Caldwell, and that is Caldwell's 3rd personal foul. I don't know what he could have done else there, and from a non-biased opinion. So substitutions coming in for both teams. Deavante Caldwell will sit down, as will Jaheim Holden. Martin Votes and Keandre Bowles subbing in. Fred Yana will take a seat on the bench as Reese Warren returns with 2:42 left. So with 9 fouls against Barton, last of the 1-and-1s here. Ian Hardy at the line so far, 2 for 2. That one will not go on the rebound for Gilliard. 6-point deficit. Barton with the lead, for Northwest Tech, as Barton brings it into the front court left to right across your radio dial. The high post with Enneking. Now back right side wing with Harmon. Harmon drives in the lane. A lot of contact. Votes. Reversal left side to Knowles. Knowles drives in, jumps the floater reversal, uses the English and puts it in. Does the freshman from Pittsburgh. 6 points for Knowles, and a lead is now 8 for Barton, their largest of the game. Tech has kept it pretty close, but right now Barton kind of pulling away. Up at the very top of the key. 3 ball away for Reese Warren. Short, no good. Great box out there by Votes, who gets the rebound because of it. In transition, going to the cup, laying it up. Can't get it to go, can Bulls, and the rebound for Garrett Richardson. Slowing things down is Northwest Tech. Minute 50 left to play. Over on the far sideline. Easy bounce pass. Now up top, reversal left side to Kennedy. Kennedy trying to work around the defense. Might have twisted his ankle as he kind of fell down there, and a foul to be called against Barton's Keandre Bulls. That's his first. And the 10th team foul. And because of that, I think Keyshawn Kennedy's knee might have given out there a little bit. Craig Fletchall saying, what was the call there? It looked like the guy fell down. He's still upset about that call, and going to the line here will be Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy so far 4 for 4 tonight from the line. Makes that one now 5 for 5. 7 points for the freshman. Kennedy asking Coach Padilla to be subbed out for because his might have a little bit of a knee issue, he thinks. Free throw on the way, good for Kennedy. So Kennedy now 6 for 6. Kennedy will kind of lightly limp over to the near bench, to the Maverick bench, and Rosser will replace him. Barton basketball, left side wing. Jaheim Holden. Reversal around the perimeter right side wing, driving into the baseline. This is Knowles, goes up, he's fouled, and they're going to say 2 shots. Is it on the floor? Oh, they're going to count it. It's good, and one coming here. Foul called on Rosser. That's his second personal foul. 7th team foul, and one here for Bulls, who's also 2 for 2 from the line. So both teams being very successful at the foul line here so far in the first half. And a free throw coming up here for Keandre Bulls. Free throw up, and it is good for Bulls. 9 points for Bulls, and now a 9-point lead for Barton. Minute 18 left to play here in our first half. Northwest Tech with the basketball, up top with Rosser. Rosser, one dribble left. Now gets it over here on the near side with Ian Hardy. Hardy up between the rings, works it over to the right. Screen from Richardson, drives in the lane, steps through, puts it up, and got it to go off the backboard. Ian Hardy with 9 points now to lead all Mavericks scorers. Trying to answer the other end. Bulls goes up, looking for contact. Found it, but put it in anyway. Did Keandre Bulls. Back to a 9-point deficit with under a minute to play. 38-29, Mavericks trailing here. Mavericks have not been able to get stops anytime they get a bucket, which has prevented them from going on a run. Here's Peerless Brown dribbling in, lost it on the attack, and it goes out of bounds off of Brown and back to Barton. 8th Maverick turnover. Rosser will now take a seat on the bench as Fred Yana returns. About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock, and Craig Fletchall calling out to hold for kind of the final shot here. Votes just holding the ball right there in near the jump circle, guarded by Reese Warren in man-to-man. 8 on the shot clock. Now down to 5. Votes looking into the post. Good defense there by the Mavericks. And now a travel called on Votes as he shifted pivot feet. Just the 6th turnover for Barton, our 16th, beg your pardon. That is our 14th turnover of the game. So been a pretty clean played game, at least in the turnover department. 7.5 seconds left. Inbound at near sideline. Hardy sprinting down the far sideline now. Jump, the floater up. It's good with 2.2 seconds left. And that will be the end of the first half. The Mavericks will still trail going into the locker room. 38-31 to Barton, but a nice finish there Mavericks will start out there with Reese Warren, Keyshawn Kennedy, Garrett Richardson, Ian Hardy, and C.J. Rosser. So it's not the total original starting 5. Out there for Barton will be Maverick Gilliard, Martin Votes with Jasheem Holden, Diavante Caldwell, and also in the game is Justin Harmon. Shot up, no good. And the Mavericks will peel it back around and get set for their first offensive possession after a missed shot there on the part of the Barton Cougars. Trailing by 7. Kennedy has it left side wing. Kennedy hesitates, spinning in the lane, putting up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Can Keyshawn Kennedy wanting a foul, didn't get it. Gilliard coming back the other way. Now here to Votes. Open look from 3. Martin Votes can't get it. And a good box out there for Ian Hardy. Three-point shooting has not been pretty tonight. There's Reese Warren trying to change that, and does, with a big 3 for Reese Warren to start the second half. That is his second made 3 of the night. 34-38, Mavericks still trailing here. Almost a carry there on the part of Justin Harmon. Driving in, Harmon gets it back in the corner. He will back in a little bit, skip up, pass up top here to Votes. Votes looking things over. Now we'll fake the pass, drive in, go up, left hand, blocked out there by Garrett Richardson. Inbounding it from the baseline near side will be Harmon. Throws it in there, a shot fake, and Gilliard, I think, fouled on the shot fake. That's what it was. Foul on Garrett Richardson, his first personal foul. First foul called here in the second half against either team. (38-34). Barton basketball, right side wing with Gilliard. The big man dribbles all the way into the paint, gets it knocked out of his hands by Garrett Richardson, and Keyshawn Kennedy did not like the call. Richardson confused by it. That is his second personal foul in just a matter of moments. Nate Padilla. He's questioning whether it was a shot or not. Here comes Gilliard to the line for 2. First one for Maverick Gilliard is good. Sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, only averaged 5 points per game last year. This year up to about 10.3 points per game. Second in rebounding at 5.7. Had 9.6 boards last time versus Northwest Tech, as that one is up and good for Gilliard. So 8 points for Maverick Gilliard, and the lead back to 6 here for Barton, 40-34. 18-22 left to play in this one. Plenty of time for the Mavericks to steal one here against the second team in the Jayhawk West. Floater up and a charge called on Keyshawn Kennedy. And Nate Padilla saying, how is that the call? Kennedy doesn't believe it either, but that's his second personal foul. The Mavericks' third already in this second half, not even 2 minutes in. High post, Gilliard tries the mid-range 2, rattles one home, does Maverick Gilliard, and he is in double figures with 10. 42-34, Kennedy walking the ball down the far sideline, dribbling with his left hand, picked up by Votes, bounces it into the hands of Warren, and then up top to Hardy. Right side back wing here with Kennedy, who drives in the paint, tries to bounce it back up top to Rosser, almost lost it. Rosser out to Ian Hardy. Hardy pops a 3 and swishes it home. 15 points for Ian Hardy to lead all scorers tonight, as he is once again continuing to shine here late in this Jayhawk Conference. Garrett Richardson hustling, diving on the floor, slides, gives it back to Warren, who then lays it in. What a hustle play by the big man in Garrett Richardson. Diving on the floor, covering it up like a fumble and flipping it back to Warren. And Craig Fletchall and assistant coach Brad Witherspoon saying there had to be a traveling violation, then a technical foul called against Ian Hardy for, I think, knocking the ball up the tunnel. That's his second personal foul, fourth team foul. It's the second technical foul Ian's been called against Barton. It'll mean a free throw, which is up and good for Jasheem Holden. So he gets one technical shot. It's good. 3 points for Holden. And the Mavericks, who are back within 3, now trail once again by 4, 42-39. or beg your pardon, within 2, now within 3, 42-39. And now we're set to ready continue play. Boy, what a hustle play on the part of Garrett Richardson. Just getting a tip pass into the backcourt, sprinting and diving on the floor, and then lobbing it back. There's a look for Caldwell off a screen. Misses the point-blank layup. The dunk is no good on the follow by Justin Harmon. And now here come the Mavericks the other way with Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy all the way to the hoop, puts it up, and a foul. Foul there called on Maverick Gilliard. That's his second personal foul. First foul called against Barton. And so Kennedy going to the line, trying to cut this thing down. It's even closer, already a 3-point game, now a 2-point game. Kennedy remains perfect, 7 for 7 from the foul line. Garrett Richardson's going to get a couple of handshakes and pats as he takes a seat and gets a breather. Lorante Mormont in for him. Second one coming. That one is short, no good, and they're going to say, a lane violation against Barton. So another attempt here for Keyshawn Kennedy after missing his first free throw. See if he makes the correction here to stay perfect. And he does. 10 points for Keyshawn Kennedy, 8 of it coming from the foul line here tonight. 42-41, Mavs back within a single digit. Reese Warren went for a steal, missed it, leaving an open 3 for Holden, who cashes in on the attempt steal. 6 points for Jaheim Holden as he hits the second 3 of the night for Barton. Driving baseline, Kennedy goes up and is fouled on the attack. Foul is called on Deshaun Munson, and that is his third personal foul. Second Barton foul. And to the line is Keyshawn Kennedy again. 2 shots coming for Kennedy. First one up. That one won't go. First miss of the night for Keyshawn from the charity stripe. Anthony Enneking back in the game here for Barton. Surprised he hasn't gotten more minutes. He had his only career double-double, did Anthony Enneking, in their game versus Northwest Tech. That one no good on the rebound, so he missed both of them, did Kennedy. Driving, Gilliard puts up the hook shot and draws the foul. Foul called on Leonte Mormont, his third personal foul. Fourth Maverick against fourth Maverick foul, I beg your pardon. And so here's Gilliard at the line. 10 points, 8 rebounds for Maverick. That one is good. Gilliard having a much better performance than he did versus Colby. Just 5 points, 4 rebounds. His best game of the season probably came against Garden City. 23 points, 6 boards. That one will not go. Hardy grabs the miss. Brings it up the floor, far sideline. 3.5 minutes into our second half for the Mavericks, who were down by just a few 2 points a few seconds ago. Now trailed by 5, and a foul as trying to get a steal there was Enneking. And he commits the foul on Lorante Mormont, his first personal foul against Enneking, third Barton foul. Basketball lobbed in, and Hardy able to secure it before it bounced out of bounds. Off the deflection from Gilliard. Now trying to clear things out. They'll post up the big man, Lorante Mormont. He's going to back down against Enneking. Use his size. Couldn't get that one to go. Airballed it. The rebound for Votes on the backside. Votes, a pass up ahead to Gilliard. Gilliard jumps, hangs. Got it taken away there on the part of Ian Hardy. What a slick play that was. 7th Barton turnover. Reversal of the basketball here near side to Kennedy. Kennedy. A couple of hip fakes, and now they're going to call a foul against Lorante Mormont, trying to get position in the post against Gilliard, and that's Mormont's 4th personal foul. fifth Maverick foul, and that will pull Garrett Richardson back off the bench and put him in for Lorante.
Checking in for Northwest Tech, number 13, Garrett Richardson.
Barton basketball quickly in the front court with Holden running the point. Leaves it off for Gilliard. Spins, trying to go against the smaller Richardson, actually the bigger Richardson at 6'8". Holden now drives, kicks out in the corner. 3-ball for Bulls. Flat, short, no good, but a foul called on Ian Hardy in the corner. And now there's going to be a bench warning against Nate Padilla. Craig Fletchall and Nate Padilla having a funny conversation there in front of the scorers table, as they both have not liked how the officials have called this game here tonight. Hardy is the one who committed the foul. It's his third. It's the sixth Maverick foul. At the line, missing the first was Bulls. Another one coming up here. That one is good. Another one still to come here for Keandre Bulls. Bulls just 72% foul shooter this year. Goes 2 of 3. 13 points for Bulls. And the lead is now 7 for the Cougars, 48-41. Far sideline with it. Dribbling into the front court, Ian Hardy. Hardy will lob it up top there to Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy getting a couple peeks, dribbles to the right, leaves it back here. One step to the right, 3-ball on the way. Good for Reese Warren. That is his third triple of the game. 9 points for Reese Warren. Barton basketball, driving baseline, looking for contact. Found it, couldn't finish. Could Jaheim Holden rebound for Warren, come back the other way. Driving, kicking in the corner, 3-ball for Peerless Brown. He can't get it to go. And the rebound for Bulls. Peerless 0 for 5 now, shooting the 3-ball at this point in time. Driving, Votes looking for a foul. No foul called. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Barton.
Checking in for Northwest Tech, number 33, Justin Berry.
Justin Berry will substitute in, as it looked like as if Garrett Richardson might have gotten popped in the chin. And so the trainer's going to take a look at that here real quickly. Jaheim Holden will inbound it from the baseline near side. Holden throws it up top to Gilliard. Gilliard closed out there by Berry, and Berry commits a foul. His first personal foul, and that is the 7th foul already called against Northwest Tech, and that'll put Gilliard at the line for a 1-and-1. It's pretty tough when you're barely 5.5 minutes in to this game in the second half, and you're already in the bonus if you're the team that's committing the fouls. As you hear Nate Padilla not liking that one, that rebound tipped out of bounds off of Enneking, as Gilliard could not complete the 0-1. So Mavericks got to be cleaner here the rest of the way with already 7 fouls and still so much time left. Keyshawn Kennedy at the point guard spot, brings it here near side, protecting that basketball, bounces it to Peerless Brown. Reversal left side to Kennedy on the wing. Up top to Reese Warren, trying to get him open for a 3-0 there. Tries to drive, good defense there by Holden. Driving in, Euro step, throwing up a late shot as Kennedy can't get it. A foul on the floor. This one called against Keandre Bulls. That's his second personal. 4th team foul. Base throw the ball into the corner. Reese Warren open and buries a 3. Nobody closed out quick enough, and Reese Warren is starting to get hot. 4 of 7 from behind the arc for Reese. Mavericks within 1, 47-48, and then Ian Hardy gets the carom after a miss. Under 14 to play. Mavericks with a chance to maybe steal one against Barton the way this thing's going.
Double.
And a double dribble called against Keyshawn Kennedy. 10th turnover for Northwest Tech. Anaking inbounds it in front of the Maverick bench, gets it back to Votes, and Votes brings the ball in the front court. 48-47, 13:45 left to play. Driving in Bulls, pulls up in the lane. The floater won't stick, and the rebound for Warren. Mavericks trying to end a two-game losing streak here tonight. Here's Warren, blue rider bound, Votes, goes up to the rim, can't get it, but is fouled. And Reese Warren playing very well here in the second half, gets 2 shots coming his way. Foul called against Anthony Anaking, his second personal foul. 5th team foul. And here's Reese Warren at the line. Warren, one dribble, sets his feet, fires, and it's good. 73% this year, tie with Peerless Brown for the best foul shooter on the team is Reese Warren, who already has a much better game than he did last time versus Barton, but I think Reese was playing sick that game. They got some food poisoning, but playing much better here tonight. And 1 point lead for Northwest Tech with 13.5 left to play, 49-48. This is Justin Harmon. Bulls, right side wing. They'll post up down low, looking to get it to Anaking, and good defense by Justin Berry, who is fronting Anaking and forces a turnover. Here's Kennedy all the way to the cup, off the window and good. A dozen for Keyshawn Kennedy. The Mavericks lead now 3, 51-48. Caldwell to Votes, left side wing. The future Pitt State Gorilla leaves it off in the hands of Harmon. Harmon driving, lost the ball in the drive, and it's back to Northwest Tech. 2 empty and sloppy possessions for Barton, who the Mavericks have on the ropes here at home, looking for their 3rd conference win of the season. At the very top, a right side wing. Screen down, looking for a 3 for Peerless Brown. He took the floater instead. It won't go, and hanging above the rim and grabbing that one there was Anaking, showing his athletic ability jumping. Left side wing with Votes. Martin Votes to skip it across to Bulls right side. Bulls will dribble it back out. Brad Witherspoon calling out the play as Craig Fletchall kind of sits back in his chair reclining. Craig Fletchall's coaching style is certainly different, that is for sure. Looking for a backdoor cut for Harmon. The pass too hot from Votes. And another turnover. That's now 3 straight possessions of turnovers for Barton. Votes will take a seat on the bench. Subbing in for him will be Jaheim Holden. And also subbing out of the game is Harmon, as Deshaun Munson comes in with 3 fouls. Mavericks leading 51-48, trying to add to that, and doing so is Ian Hardy. Putting his head down and getting right to the cup and putting it in. Not getting back, though, and getting a two-handed flush on the other end is Anthony Anaking. 53-50, 11:47 left to play here in the second half. Mavericks on the near sideline, bounce it up top to Hardy. Hardy hesitates, drives, step through, layup up, floater short that time. Rebound from Munson. Barton the other way with Holden, sprinting all the way into the paint. Jumps the floater up, puts it in, but they're going to say a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul called against Reese Warren.
At the line for Barton County, number 2, Jaheim Holden.
8th team foul against Northwest Tech. Free throw up on the way. It rattles and sticks there on the 1-and-1 for Jaheim Holden.
For Northwest Tech, number 12, CJ Rosser.
7 points for Holden. Reese Warren subbed out as CJ Rosser returns to the Maverick lineup. Second one coming here for Holden. That one is good. 53-52. The Mavericks lead down to just a point. And almost a tipped interception there on the part of the Cougars. Pass up ahead for Kenny and too far ahead trying to lead Ian Hardy. And Mavs commit their 11th turnover as they throw it into the far sideline bleachers. Basketball passed here left side wing with Diavante Caldwell left open for a three. Long, no good. Offensive rebound for Bowles. Turnaround jumper is good for Keandre Bowles. 14th and 15th point after grabbing his 5th rebound for Bowles. Here comes Keyshawn Kennedy. A baseball pass near side to Brown. Brown used up his dribble, trapped in the corner. Brown skip pass across to Kennedy in the far side. Kennedy holding up a palm, saying, let's wait a little bit here. 15 on the shot clock, trying to burn a little bit of clock here. As Barton has regained the lead, 54-53. Peerless Brown trying to get it back. Goes baseline, puts the floater up, and a block called against, I believe, Jaheim Holden. And Peerless Brown slow to get up here, holding his left arm in tightly. Holden with his second personal, 6th Barton foul as a team. And here's Peerless Brown at the line for the first time tonight. Like I mentioned earlier, he is tied for the lead in free throw shooting percentage. Oh, that's going to change here as he misses that one. And Reese Warren remained perfect earlier. Anna King takes a seat on the bench for Barton as Gilliard comes back in. Free throw for Peerless Brown, that is good. 5 points for Peerless Brown. We are tied at 54. Our ninth tie, in this game. Mid-jumper on the way. Good for Keandre Bowles. Like we mentioned before, he has been playing so good as of late and has continued his hot shooting here tonight. He leads Barton with 17 points. In the middle, C.J. Rosser tries left-handed layup. No contact, and he missed it, airballed it out of bounds, and then he was standing out of bounds, and the ball hit him. Garrett Richardson coming back into the game here for Northwest Tech, replacing Justin Berry. Also coming back in as well for Barton is Justin Harmon. He gives Deshaun Munson a quick breather here. Still lots of time left in this game. Barton driving, pulling up. Harmon knocking in the floater from the middle of the lane. 6 points for him. And we are now halfway through the second half. And a 4-point lead now for the Cougars. And Gilliard stepping in front of a pass there, but it goes out of bounds. And we will have a media timeout. 58-54, Barton with a 4-point lead over Northwest Tech. As we step aside, you're listening to Northwest Tech Maverick Basketball. Big win tonight for the Kansas Jayhawks on the road in Morgantown, West Virginia. They beat the Mountaineers 58-49. Jayhawks lock in defensively, holding West Virginia just 19 points in the second half. That is quite a defensive effort, to say the least. Our ball game has Barton leading Northwest Tech 58-54, under 10 minutes to play, 9:54 to be exact. It'll be Maverick basketball, once again going from left to right as we see it here in our Hurl Chevrolet GMC broadcast seats. Keyshawn Kennedy, the Mavericks, being patient on this possession. Now 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Haven't really taken a drive yet. Kennedy now will attempt to drive. Step through, put the floater up. It's no good. Long got his own rebound, and the putback is good with the left hand. 14 points for Kennedy, 2 boards. He may set a new career high tonight. He's had 15 points a couple times, including Monday versus Garden. But he may have a few more thanks to his free throw shooting capabilities. Driving baseline, going up through contact. Cannot finish there, Ken Harmon. And the rebound for Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy, skip it across to Rosser. Open three from the corner pocket. Off the heel, no good. Offensive rebound for Garrett Richardson. And then a charge called on Richardson trying to repost and knocking over Jaheim Holden. Third foul against Richardson. 9th Maverick foul. Here's C.J. Rosser. You've got to knock that sucker down. Wide open here in the near right corner. Jaheim Holden. Anthony Enneking back in the game here as he passes it inside to Bulls, and they're just feeding the hot hand. DeAndre Bulls getting that mid-range too. All he wants, 19 points. Nate Padilla's like, what do you want, guys? We got to stop him. Interesting sight to see Maverick Gilliard as that ball almost intercepted by Barton. And now it is taken from the floor by Bulls. Bulls leaves it off there for Enneking. Enneking goes up, blocked out by Keyshawn Kennedy. Basketball will stay with Barton, but not a good sign for Barton as Maverick Gilliard is on the sideline and really looking like he's in some pain and getting attended to by the Barton's trainer. Inbounding it from the baseline near side will be Jaheim Holden. Leans in, throws it up top to Anthony Enneking. Now a backdoor cut there looking for Bulls, and he's fouled down low, and Nate Padilla's like, you're kidding me. Foul is called against Keyshawn Kennedy, his 3rd personal foul, 10th team foul. And so now 2 free throws the rest of the way for Barton with 8.5 left to play. These free throws coming for Keandre Bulls, and he gets that one. 20 points for Keandre Bulls. I think that's his, in his last 5 games, I'm pretty sure he's. Free throw up, that one is good. 21 points for Keandre Bulls. 62-56, 8.5 left to play, and a sloppy pass from Kennedy taken away there by Holden, who somehow, some way made an acrobatic shot in the air and was able to finish to get him 10 points. And the Mavericks now down by 8. Barton putting on a little 1-2-1 staggered, 1-2-1-1 staggered press. 3 ball for Rosser. Air ball no good. Offensive follow there. Almost an assist to Garrett Richardson, who grabbed the rebound and threw it in. Rosser really off tonight from deep. Basketball is over on the right side. Backdoor cut for Enneking. Enneking puts it up. It won't stick. And the rebound physically grabbed there by Garrett Richardson. Over there on the right side. Leaves it over their left wing to Kennedy. 64-58. Here near side, driving baseline. Hardy jumps, puts it off the window. It's good. On the baseline attack for Hardy, he's got 19. 64-60. Mavericks trailing, and a timeout taken by Craig Fletchall and Barton. 7:25 left to play here in the 4th. Barton with a 4-point lead. We step aside for 6. This is Maverick basketball. 5 left to play. Will inbound the basketball here near side to Jaheim Holden. Anakin gets it right back at the top of the key. Pass left side wing to Holden. Holden drives, dishes it off inside to Anakin. Drop step, turnaround, leaves it off to a diving, and laying it in is Harmon. Justin Harmon with 8 points. And almost a sloppy pass there by the Mavericks, but Harmon's going to commit a foul on Fred Yana, and that's the 7th foul called against the Barton Cougars. 2nd against Harmon. That'll put Yana at the line for a 1-and-1. Fred Yana, 64% from the charity stripe here this season. Freddie, 4 points, 3 rebounds last time versus Barton. Had a similar line on Monday, 4 points, 2 rebounds versus Garden. Free throw up and good there for Fred. The sophomore transfer from Western Texas College last and was at Kennesaw State before that. Originally from Cameroon is Fred Yana. Well, that free throw is good. So Yana making them both, and a 4-point lead for Barton still. Anaking sitting down here as Deshaun Munson. No, it's Maverick Gilliard who's back in the game after getting looked at by the trainer and working some magic. Holden on the far side, up top to Gilliard. Reversal left side wing here to Bowles. Bowles back up to Gilliard. Driving around, and a foul called on the attack. Foul called against Fred Yana. That's his 2nd personal foul against Yana. And at the line for 2 will be Jaheim Holden. This is not the type of game you want to get into where you're just shooting free throws every possession or every other possession for either team. Free throw up for Holden is good. 77% this season, which is 2nd best on the team. Holden really did a good job in his first time versus Northwest Tech. 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals as he buries that one as well. 11 points for Jaheim Holden. A 6-point lead here for Barton. Ian Hardy has the ball left side. Wanted a pass to Rosser in the corner for a 3. CJ can't get that one to go. And Harmon able to grab the rebound after kind of tipping it out with his own hand. Rosser now 0 for 5 from 3. Bounce pass on the right side for Barton, going from right to left. Here's Harmon on the attack. Bounces it back near side to Holden. A handoff to Bowles. Bowles drives, backs in, lost his balance. Now goes up, passes it out here to Enneking, puts it up off the window. It's good, and Anthony Enneking's going to get a chance for one more. 6 points for Anthony Enneking. Garrett Richardson picking up the foul. That is his 4th. So now Laurente Mormont as well as Garrett Richardson, both big guys, have 4 fouls. Anthony Enneking will go to the line. This is not his forte, which is just shooting anywhere outside of about an 8-foot range, 6 to 8 foot range. He's only 44% this year, which is worst on the team. Still makes that one, though. And a timeout taken by Barton with 6:20 left to play here in the second half. 71-62, a 9-point lead for Barton. And a 30-second timeout taken. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Northwest Tech Maverick Basketball. So out of the 30-second timeout, Mavericks will have the basketball trailing by 9. They've hung around in this game a lot. Wouldn't be surprised to another run or two out of the Mavericks to get it back within. Ian Hardy will bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Justin Harmon. Hardy easily brings it in the front court. No real pressure from Harmon. Now bounces it right side. Sloppy pass from Peerless Brown. Almost taken away by Jaheim Holden, looking for Reese Warren. But instead, it'll luckily go out of bounds and favor the Mavericks here. Peerless Brown inbounds it from the near sideline, bounces it into Yana. Fred Yana has it on the right side wing for the Mavericks. Back up top to Peerless. Brown dribbles to the right, hands it off to Yana right side. Fred, a couple dribbles, gets in the lane, stops, puts it up with the left hand. A little too strong. Rebound grabbed defensively there inside by Gilliard, who might have got popped in the face. Chance to make this a double-digit point lead here for the Cougars if they can convert on a field goal here. Gilliard with it at the very top. Now right side to Bulls. Bulls back to Maverick Gilliard. He dribbles in, pulls up for about a 17-footer, swishes it in. A baker's dozen for Maverick Gilliard and an 11-point lead here for Barton County. 73-62. Peerless Brown says, I'm going to try a three. Can't get it to go. A lot of bodies hit the floor. Martin Votes comes up with a rebound easily. No Mavericks around it. Now Harmon in transition goes up, puts it up, and a charge called against Justin Harmon. His third, team's eighth.
Fouls on the Cougars, number 0, Justin Harmon. That's his third personal, 8th team foul.
And so now, checking into the game, Keandre Kennedy replacing Fred Yana. Substitutions for Barton as well as Diavante Caldwell subs in here for Martin Votes. Kennedy has the ball. He'll walk it in the front court. A bounce pass near side to Peerless Brown. Up top to Ian Hardy. They reverse it left side wing. Screen down for Warren. Trying to get an open look. Didn't get it. Warren trying to attack ref's right side. Leaves it off for Peerless Brown. Out of control. Little scoop shot in the lane. No, it doesn't go. Rebound for Gilliard. Season high tying 10 rebounds. Pass looking across. But oh my goodness. That is when you know it's going for you. Keandre Bulls threw a pass. It went off a Maverick and spun its way up off the backboard and into the hoop. He wasn't even trying to shoot it. But Keandre Bulls has been so has gone on an 11-2 run here over the last 3+ minutes and now leads 75-62 with 4:43 remaining in this one. Northwest Tech's got to get back going offensively here if they want to have a chance to steal one on their home court in what is their second to last home game. One more game here at home next Wednesday versus Seward County. The other two games are on the road. Driving in, layup, no good for Ian Hardy. Offensive rebound, putback is good though for Garrett Richardson. 6 points, 8 rebounds for Big Garrett tonight. Back to 11-point deficit, 75-64. Jaheim Holden leaves it off for Gilliard. Now to Bulls, who threw in a slop shot, bounced it off a Maverick into the hoop somehow. Someway now jumps in, floater in the lane. That one won't go. A couple of tips, and the basketball batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech. Still cannot believe that shot went in there. Just blows my mind. Basketball for the Cougars, thrown in up top to Gilliard. Gilliard fires it left side. Back up top to Gilliard, one dribble in, pulls up mid-range two. That one he left short, no good. Offensive rebound for Holden. Inside, reversal layup is good for Justin Harmon. And another timeout taken by Barton. And another 60-second timeout taken by Craig Fletchall. We will use it as well. 3:39 remaining in the second, 77-64. Mavericks Free throw up here on the way for Keyshawn Kennedy. It is no good. Rebound for Deshaun Munson. Kennedy, after hitting his first, 8, has missed his last 3 from the foul line. Approaching 3 minutes left to go, an 11-point lead for Barton. Trying to cushion this lead a little bit more. Throws it back there to Gilliard. Holden gets it right back. Jaheim Holden drives. Bounce pass over there to Munson, who tipped it back to himself. Wasn't the best pass there by Holden. 10 on the shot clock. Barton dribbles back out near the midpoint. Here's Bowles driving in. Pulls up. Long 2 on the way. Good. Keandre Bowles is absolutely balling. 25 points to lead all scorers tonight. And he has been impressive. 79-66 after that make. 2.5 left to play. Ian Hardy at the very top. At the top here with Keyshawn Kennedy. Kennedy versus left side of Peerless Brown. Back up top. Driving in. That is a beautiful little move, and poor defense on the part of Barton as Keyshawn Kennedy gets another scoop-ended layup. 18 points for Kennedy, adding to his career 9. 2 minutes left, though. Barton, knowing they're leading by 11, they can kind of just play a little bit of stall ball here, milk the clock, run their offense. Holden, Bowles, and Harmon just out there at the midcourt stripe running the offense. Bowles leaves it back for Holden. Holden now on the drive, works behind the back. Lost the ball, turned it over into the hands of Warren. Warren trying to go back the other way, and they will call a foul against Barton, to the disbelief of Craig Fletchall. Although that was a lot of fancy dribbling by Holden to get into that. And the foul called on Jaheim Holden. That's his 4th personal foul, 10th team foul. And at the line is Reese Warren for 2, as both teams are now in the double bonus with 1:49 remaining. Free throw up for Reese is good. 15 points to Reese Warren, one of 3 Mavericks in double figures tonight. Hardy leading the way with 19, Kennedy with 18, a career high for him. And 15 for Reese Warren on 4 of 7 from behind the arc. And now 3 for 3 from the foul line. 16 points for Reese Warren. 79-70. Pass over here left, up top. Holden, crossover in front, throws it in the corner. Harmon, back over to Holden. Holden spots up, pulls the trigger on a 3. It's a bit long, no good. Offensive rebound for Bowles, who pogos it right back in. 27 points for Bowles with 6 rebounds. Mavericks, I think, have assumed the fact with 69 seconds left, although driving is Kennedy looking for a foul, didn't get it, will stay with the Mavericks. But C.J. Rosser is going to come in with an 11-point deficit as Rosser replaces Peerless Brown. Inbound of the basketball, baseline far side. Kennedy throws it into Hardy. Up top to Richardson. Richardson looking now back in the corner to Kennedy. He pulls the trigger on a triple. It's a little bit too long. And the rebound for Bowles backside, tying his career high of 7. So now the Mavericks on the defensive end. 7, here's a beautiful job there, but almost missing the layup, but getting it to go is Jaheim Holden. Beautiful job of Gilliard pulling the big away from the basket, and Richardson and Holden getting a free shot at a layup. 83-70 into Garrett Richardson. Lays it up off the window. Garrett Richardson with his 7th and 8th points. And a timeout taken by Nate Padilla with 40 seconds remaining. His team trailing by 11, 83-72. We'll take another 60-second timeout. You're listening to Northwest Tech Maverick Basketball. Northwest Tech looking like they're going to drop this one here at home. 83-72 our score. Still 40 seconds left here, taking on the Barton Cougars. Barton gets the basketball, and they will commit a quick foul. I think Keyshawn Kennedy will get called for it. Kennedy with his 4th personal foul. Putting at the line, Jaheim Holden, 77% this year and 5 for 5 so far tonight with 2 points. Other scores from tonight, win for Coffeyville over Independence, 77-74, as that one is up and good for Jaheim Holden, 14 points. And a sweep for Pratt. The women win and the men win down in Garden City. That's the next opponent for Northwest Tech. Pratt men win 81-76. As Holden hits both of those, he has now 15 points. 36 seconds left. Craig Fletchall nicely reclined, talking to some players in the bench, knowing his team's got this one locked up. Working inside, Garrett Richardson goes up through a lot of contact, but able to finish. And Richardson into double figures with 10 points. And Mavericks trying not to commit a foul, and now they're going to call one here. It looks like on Reese Warren for accidentally tripping. And Warren called for a block foul, his second. And going to the foul line again will be Jaheim Holden for 2 more.
At the line for Barton County, number 2, Jaheim Holden.
Keandre Bowles led Barton tonight, 27 points so far in this one. He is one of 4 guys in double figures, I beg your pardon. 15 for Jaheim Holden, which could be more, and that is now 16. Also in double figures tonight, Maverick Gilliard with a double-double, 13 and 10. That is his 3rd career double-double for Gilliard. And that one is good as well. Holden with 17 points, 2nd score. 23 seconds left to go here in the second. Across the timeline, trying to cross up over, and Kenny lost the handle into the corner with Rosser. Pulls the trigger on a 3. CJ finally gets one to go. His first made 3, and now what is 6 attempts, gets him 7 points. Rosser then gets a steal on the inbounds pass, another 3, and hits that one. 10 points for C.J. Rosser with 11.6 and a timeout taken by Nate Padilla that gets the Mavericks back within 7 with 11 seconds left, 87-80. Might be a little too late as it is a full timeout taken by Northwest Tech. Looking at some of the other scores from tonight to get you caught up on the scoreboard, we mentioned Independence, or Coffeyville with the win over Independence by 3. Pratt getting the win over Garden City, 81-76. Dodge City coming up short at home against Hutchinson, 71-64. 100-67, Butler with the win over Neosho. And just down the road in Colby, another win for Rusty Elmore's crew, another dominant win, 85-68 over Seward County. A similar score they had against this Barton County team on Monday in Great Bend. Northwest Tech will be back in action on the road at Pratt on Saturday. They'll be hosting Seward County here at home next Wednesday for the home finale, because Northwest Tech is not going to be one of the top 4 seeds in either the men's or women's. And so the women may not make the postseason. The men may not make it either, although they're in it right now if the season were to end, edging Dodge City. One more win for Northwest Tech would certainly help their chances of doing it. Mavericks going to come out in a full court man-to-man press. Devontae Caldwell bounces it into the corner, and fouled there is Jaheim Holden, I believe, by Keyshawn Kennedy. And if so, it is, and that's his 5th. His night is done. So Keyshawn Kennedy exits, though, a career-high 18 points to go along with 3 rebounds for Keyshawn tonight. Great effort from him. Gets a standing applause from Nate Padilla and also from Justin Berry on the bench, and a hand from the faithful here. But his night is done, but 18 points. It's a heck of an effort from Keyshawn Kennedy, surpassing his previous career high of 15. Here's Holden at the line. He's perfect, 9 for 9, 10 for 10 now from the line. 18 points for Jaheim Holden. This to tie Ian Hardy for the second leading scorer in tonight's game. He does that with 19. 89-80. Craig Fletchall saying just calling off the dogs. Rosser pulls on a 3. Oh, buries one from NBA range, does Rosser. He hadn't hit a single 3 all flippin' game, and now has hit 3 consecutive 3s in the last 20 seconds. And foul committed there by Northwest Tech's Peerless Brown to stop the clock, and put this time Justin Harmon at the line, who did miss his previous 2, but with 3.3 seconds left and down by 6. There's Mavericks are going to make this one look a little bit better than what it could have been, but at the same time, as Harmon misses that one way short. This is the best free throw shooter, at least according to by percentage, but his free throws have been way off tonight. He's been super short. Second one coming up. He can't get it, no good. Rebound for Rosser. Back over to Ian Hardy. Hardy hoists one at the buzzer. It doesn't matter. The Mavericks will lose this one to Barton by a final of 89 to 83.